Hi, welcome to Math Magic by Robbie. Today I'm going to show you one single trick to solve average questions that normally comes up in competitive exams. If you see an average question anywhere in a competitive exam, you can use this trick to solve the answer in 5 seconds. Okay, first of all, let me tell you what is an average. First of all, for example, if there are 5 people in a class, the age of 5 people is given. How do you find the average age? Just add all the ages divided by 5. That is how you find the average. But now I'm going to show you few examples of questions that come up in competitive exam. For first question, see the question below. The average age of 4 brothers is 12 years. If the age of their mother is also included, the average is increased by 5 years. The age of the mother in years is 4 answers given: 37 years, 43 years, 48 years, 53 years. So when you see a question like this, what I'm going to show you is how you need to answer it. You need to think smart. Don't go and do all the calculations in a normal way, because your answer is already there. When you see a question like this in an exam, what you need to do is first read the question just once. Don't keep on reading it again and again. Read the question first, write the numbers on the piece of paper. For example, here the average age of 4 brothers is 12 years. So just write 4 brothers, average age is 12 years. Then if the age of their mother is also included, that means if mother is added to these 4 people, then it becomes 5 people. The average is increased by 5 years. So average is increased by 5 years. That means this becomes 17 years. This is what you need to do first. Read the question, write like this in a piece of paper. Then in a normal way, when you do a question like this, what you normally do is you multiply these two, then you multiply these two, find the answer of this one, take away the answer of this one. That's too long. What I'm going to show you is a simple trick to find the answer. First thing what you need to do is find the difference of this one. This is plus 1 and this is plus 5. So first you draw this. If you can do this correctly, half of the bit is done. It's very easy. To do this, you only need 2 seconds. Just quickly write down, read the question, write this on a piece of paper. The way you find the answer is multiply this number with this number. From the left side, difference with bottom right number. That is 1 into 17 is 17. Multiply this number with the top left number. Multiply the right difference with the top left. So you get 5 plus 4, 20. Plus 20. That will be your answer. 37 years. That will be the age of mother. So very simple. The same trick you use in all average questions, you will get the answer very quickly. You only need 5 seconds. You don't need to carry on doing all the questions. First thing is write the question, make the numbers in a piece of paper, find the difference here, find the difference here, multiply this difference with the right number, plus multiply this difference with this number, and you add it. You get the age of the mother in this question. Let's take a second example. See the question number 2 below. 5 years ago, the average age of A, B, C and D was 45 years. So there are 4 peoples. Average age is 45 years 5 years ago. So now the age is 50 years. So you should be very careful. They said 5 years ago 45. So now it is 50 years. Next sentence. When E joining them now. So one more person joining. That becomes 5 now. What is the average age now? The average age is now changed to 49 years. So when one more extra person add to this, the average age is now changing. What is the age of E? Very simple. Just use the same technique, same trick. First, find the difference of here and find the difference here. Minus 1 is coming down. So here plus 1. So how do you find it? Multiply left difference with this number. 1 into 49 is 49. Then multiply right difference with the top number. Minus 1 into 4 is minus 4. So answer is 49 minus 4, which is 45 years. That will be your answer. So answer is C. You can choose the answer straight away. I haven't done any calculation. Only took, if you practice it, you can do it in 5 seconds. Let's take an example of another question. See below. 3 years ago, the average age of a family of 5 members was 17 years. So 5 members, average age of 5 members was 17 years 3 years ago. So that means now it is 20 years. 3 years ago, if it is 17, now it is 20 years. So average age of 5 people is 20 years. A baby having been born, the average age of the family is the same today. When a baby is born, it's 0 years old. So they're saying when a baby is born, this becomes 6 members. So the average age is the same. That means 17 years, which is when 3 years ago, when the baby born, that is the same age is average when a baby is added, 17 years. What is the present age of the baby? That is a question. Very simple. Use the same method, same technique. So what is the difference? +1. Find the difference here. That is -3. So what is the answer? Multiply 1 with right hand side, 1 into 17, 17, and multiply this number with 5, which is -15. The answer is 2 years. That would be your answer. The option B. Let's take another example. Question number 4. See question below. The average age of 39 students and a teacher of a class are 11 years. So 39 students and a teacher. So total 40 members. The average age is 11 years. If the age of teacher is excluded from the average, that means 1 down. That is, if the age of the teacher is taken out, the average age is reduced by 1. So it's reduced by 1. That becomes 10 years. Okay. So it is reduced by 1. That becomes 10 years. What is the age of the teacher? That is a question. Same technique. What is the difference? -1. Here also -1. So the answer is -1 into 10, -1 into 40. So -1 into 10 is -10. -1 into 40 is -40. The answer is -50. Age cannot be negative. So ignore the minus. The answer is 50. That will be your answer. Option C. Okay. Let's take the last question. Question number 5. See below. The average age of 40 students of a class is 15 years. So 40 students, 15 years. That is the average age. When 10 new students are admitted, in all our previous questions, we were looking at 1 person is added. Here, a batch of students are coming. So 10 students are admitted. The total becomes 50. 40 plus 10. So 10 students are added. Total becomes 50. So the average is now increased by 0.2 year. So average is increased by 0.2 year. Okay. So the average becomes 15.2 years. When 50 students, 10 students are added, the average age is 15.2 years. Now, question is, average age of the new student is, what is it? Is it 15.2, 16, 16.2 or 16.4? Let's see what is it. So first multiply this with this number and multiply this with this number. So you get 10 into 15.2, which is 152, plus 40 times this 0.2 is 8. So you get 160. So you must divide this number by 10 because we are finding the age of one person, which is 16. That will be your answer. Hope you understood the trick to use when you see an average question in a competitive exam. Just use this one unique trick to find any average question. It will be very, very easy. You can answer it in 5 seconds. So if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe it. I'll come back with another very nice trick in my next video. Thank you.